Bob! Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with Omegawolf.
Hi.
And we are continuing our Let's Play of EarthBound, the best game that...
it is one of the best RPGs ever made.
This is the best game that's
Hands
currently
down.
being played on my television right now.
So,
So, you ever hear of...
all your opinions are wrong.
what is that band? Flight of the Conchords?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, they're like a comedy band from New Zealand. They have a song about where basically they're singing about the most beautiful girl in the room. What was it? Basically, they're telling this girl, like, you're the most beautiful girl in the room. In the whole wide room. When you're going down the street, depending on the street, you are definitely in the top 3.
Okay, so this snake can actually poison,
Oh, really? Oh.
but freeze it. Nope. Dang.
Oh, she's poisoned. It's okay, because she can heal herself, right?
That does 20 damage.
Oh.
I think only Ness can heal.
No, well, she can heal status effects, right?
Nope.
Yeah, healing, right?
That's from Sparkle.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I don't remember which one does poison.
But there's a reason I brought that up. What was it? What was the exact phrase you said? It was about her shoot. The best. Oh, right. So I remember. So there's this one line in that song that was like, "You're the most beautiful girl I have ever seen with a kebab."
What?
You know, a kebab. Yeah, you know, like the food.
It's like, let's see, recover, which one? No, it has to be the second one.
Yeah,
Dang it, that's gonna be...
The line was, you're the most beautiful girl, so I can't believe I'm getting a kebab with the most beautiful girl I have ever seen with a kebab.
She's like, wanting to commit, but not at all. So sad.
Well, you're so beautiful.
We're
You could
taking
be
on
a
a noose
waitress.
and a duck.
You could be an air hostess in the 60s.
What? It's like, not complimentary at all.
You could be a part-time model. Was it spend part of your time modeling and part of your time next to me? And I guess the rest of the time doing your normal job. That's, oh man, Flight of the Conchords was wonderful. I won't fill up this entire episode with just their lyrics, because I guess technically that wouldn't be like,
I wouldn't know.
that wouldn't be like plagiarism, would it? Like for us to just talk about them the entire time? I guess that's what no, we're just talking. It's fine. So, because I always wonder, like,
Oh boy, these things.
oh, I'm one of the masters of the soul. There are 5 masters in all. We're all moles, of course. I believe I'm the 3rd strongest amongst us. Take your best shot.
Number 3.
So aren't they all like number 3?
They all think they're number 3.
Oh, okay. But they all have different numbers behind them? Or they all...
Wait, does this have a shield?
I think they
This
can,
will give me
can't
2
they?
shots.
Okay.
Okay, it didn't have a shield. Oh, dang it.
Yep, now it does. Oh.
Okay, thank
okay,
goodness.
two. Okay, so he's not very strong.
No!
What? 100.
Oh, thank goodness. It didn't reflect that.
Yeah. So it'll like reflect the damage back onto us.
I'm guessing it's physical damage.
Oh, so special attacks are kind of the thing you want to use then.
Yeah.
Or bottle rockets.
I could save that for the actual strongest, but
Yeah.
come on.
So is there a possibility?
Oh!
Whoa.
Thank goodness.
So for those of you who are not in the know, Flutter almost died.
You got dealt 100 damage.
But we defeated the boss before that, so we're fine. And then who was it leveled up?
Sparkle, he went up by 25 on his health.
Whoa. Hey, Rarity went up too. Very nice.
We need to heal him now.
Yeah.
Strangely, that's super powerful. Just the first life.
So
up.
Rarity can't heal people? I thought Rarity was supposed to be the healer.
Nope, she's Black Mage.
Oh, I thought she was the healer.
Nope.
So Ness is just like way overpowered.
Yes.
Okay.
IQ capsule. Let's see here. Help. Increases you. Alright, let's
Who should we give that to?
give this to Sparkle.
Cool. Does
I
that
want
make you do
rock
more
candy.
damage, or does it just give you more power points?
I think it gives you more power points. What the? What?
Just that snake
Just
was
like-
ready.
There was like one tiny little drop of slime that just like popped out of my mouth and just like made a graceful arc past my foot.
The snake knows exactly why it's here.
Let's see. Freeze B.
Undertale reference, by the way.
What was that about? How were you in like Pirates of Penzance? Like,
I wasn't
Play-
Pirates. I wasn't Pirates.
and
of
you
Penzance,
like
yeah.
every night tried to spit.
What?
I think you said like every performance you tried to spit one of the lines.
Oh, okay. So back when I was in high school, I don't know the exact thing, but this is what I'm imagining. So, I played a chorus pirate, and there were I think like 6 or 8 of us or something, and there was one time when we were trying to be super quiet, like the pirates were trying to be quiet, right? But we were all being really loud because we weren't self-aware or something, and so we're like, quiet, you know, like yelling at each other basically in hushed tones to like be quiet as we're sneaking around. And that's probably when I was trying to like spit, because but I mean that's kind of the only like actual speaking part I really had. Basically most of the time we just sang.
Yeah.
So
But I just remember you telling me that like you saw like a glob of spit come out of your mouth and like go out into the crowd.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been that time then. So it was probably something else. You know, it's really Pirates of Penzance. That was really funny. If you haven't seen Pirates of Penzance, like try to find like a really good like rendition of it, like a movie or something, or try to see it live because it's wonderful. Really
You're
funny.
on duty.
Oh, duty. So our high school rendition of it was actually pretty good, apparently. I think the community college, like a year later, did a rendition of it, and apparently it wasn't as good as our high school production, which is kind of sad, but also
Yeah.
kind of awesome that we did such a good job. So they dressed me up as like an Arabic-looking pirate, because at the time, like I was much thinner, I was much darker, and when I grew a beard, like I kind of looked kind of like Arabian or like Saudi Arabian. And so they're like, well, you know, this is 1800s. This is back before a lot of the controversy, you know. Or it was like 1700s or something, right?
I don't know.
So it was sometime like that. So, you know, there's no reason why he couldn't be an Arabic pirate. I mean, there's no, you know, in the Empire, it's certainly possible. I mean, Britain controlled Egypt for a while, didn't they? So it's certainly possible that if you had a bunch of pirates, one of them could be Arabic or you know.
By the way, I have no idea. Where
Like
I'm
North African Mediterranean, something like that, you know. So the funny thing was, the swords they gave us for like props were like Arabian-looking saber things, you know, pirate sabers basically, curved swords, and I didn't have one, so there was one because there
the
was one,
Arabian-looking pirate doesn't have an Arabian.
so I literally was on stage doing fisticuffs. And there was another one of the pirates who took 2 swords. And so literally, like, whenever there was a fight scene, I got myself in the front of the group. There was one scene where I was actually, like, basically, like, almost kneeling, but in sort of a kneeling position, but, like, laying on one of my legs. And, like, I was, like, doing fisticuffs up in the air, and it was just this funny image. I'll try to find the image, but it's people probably didn't take photography of it, but it was really funny. Just everybody else has swords. Oh man, that was a good time. The only thing I didn't like about being in a play was the makeup. It was a pain to take off and a pain to put on, and I hated it. It was uncomfortable. Also, the shoes I was wearing dug into the back of my heels, and I had cuts on the back of it, and so it was really uncomfortable, and I couldn't find any way to solve that. So I was glad when the play was over, because my feet were just the back of where my Achilles heel was just raw.
Do you get any moleskin to put there, or?
No, I just worked through it. So on stage, I'm in pain all the time. While I'm wearing those shoes, I was in a lot of pain. I just didn't really have any other way of dealing with it. So, but art is pain.
That's why they call it painting.
Painting. If you're not suffering, you're not creating a painting. I don't know. That's probably from something, isn't it?
Well, my reference was to NES Classified School Survival Guide.
Oh, that.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was pretty alright.
When it first came out, I didn't want to watch it because it's it's dumb. But as I got older, it's just this is great.
Yeah, it's pretty funny during parts. It seemed like the cast, I've seen interviews by the cast, behind the scenes sort of stuff. Because they put that out every now and then.
Yeah.
And the people who played the characters seemed pretty self-aware of what the show really was. They seemed like they were they really enjoyed what they were creating. So on that level, I feel comfortable admitting that it was an alright show. So it made me laugh at times. So we're fighting what kind of bug?
A titanic ant.
Or
gigantic.
It's surprising that the snake isn't eating this ant. Or vice versa. I really want to play Pokemon. I really... So the reason... Because that kind of looks like an Ekans.
Yeah.
and that kind of looks like a Beedrill.
Oh, boy.
I kind of want to go through Pokemon with really underpowered Pokemon and just... So
just
actually,
for bragging rights.
So actually go through with a Beedrill and a Butterfree. There was one time, what was it? I was pretty young, and I went through. It was probably Fire Red or something.
Huh.
And I actually had a Butterfree, and I got it to level 51. And it actually was in my party near the end of the game. But then I figured out that it had bad a bad nature.
No.
Is that a noose?
Yes.
Nooses and ducks are mortal enemy.
No.
You probably have to go back farther in order to despawn them.
No, they're just spawning more.
Oh, really? Just the more you go. Oh boy.
Just I have a solution for these ducks.
What?
You just take a machete.
I actually have a machete.
See. So actually, Dad's gonna. Oh man.
Just use Friend A.
Let's see here.
What
but
was
Dad's
that?
gonna get some chickens that aren't laying anymore, and he figured out a way to really easily cut them and just not have to worry about them flopping everywhere.
Well, if you don't cut off enough of their brainstem, they'll still walk around. So,
but just you put them in a. You stole my PowerPoints.
Who stole it?
A duck. They stole more.
Those ducks. So I guess we'll just have to defeat them conventionally, one by one.
They're going to just die.
Marching off. Okay, now we only have the Noose Man. I can't. Okay. What rating does this game have? The rating system didn't exist in it.
I don't think so.
Okay. An enemy that you fight is a noose. What is a noose used for?
Suicide. or
hanging
criminals.
someone. Why is that in a children's game?
Who said it was a children's game?
It was made for the Super Nintendo.
And you can't think of things that are inappropriate for children on the Super Nintendo?
Okay, name one thing. Name one game.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter was made for everyone. That is
Or just like, well, not that. What is it? I'm trying to think of. What is Ken from?
Street Fighter.
That some of the women are not quite. Let's see here.
They're a little less. What's the word I'm looking for?
People are gonna be screaming at me, just like, you wasted all those healing points. Just like, I don't care.
What did you do?
I gave Fluter something that
Fluter.
that heals.
We got a surprise attack on a duck. Nice, and now we're just gonna have to face these guys. Oh, they just
no.
Are they afraid of us now?
I guess.
Are we too powerful for them?
Oh boy.
So why don't we go ahead and call this episode here?
I think I can finish this really quick.
Well, no, it's okay because we're gonna have to.
Oh boy.
So this is Frakbox.
This is my golf.
Have a great day.
Say ye.